What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing a beer from the Great Lakes Brewing Company, and they're out of Cleveland, Ohio, and this is their Edmund Fitzgerald Porter. So this is an American porter that comes in at 6% alcohol by volume, 37 IBUs, and at the time of review, this bottle is approximately 6 weeks old. So this beer is an American classic to me. When you're talking about American porters, definitely one of my favorite. If you were to ask me to list my top 5 favorite American porters, this would definitely be on the list, along with Anchor Porter, Founders Porter, Smutty Nose Robust Porter, and Deschutes Black Butte Porter. And when I'm saying just straight on American porter, I'm talking non-imperialized, non-adjunct, and non-barrel aged, just your 5 to 7% American porter. This definitely is one of the best for me. And I haven't had it like recently, but I did have it over a year ago, and it was just as delicious as I remember it. So I wanted to review it. I still haven't reviewed the Smutty Nose or Deschutes offerings, but I will do so at some point. We do not get Deschutes in the Western New York area, so next time I'm in Ohio or PA, I'll definitely pick a Black Butte up for reviewing purposes. Anyway, on the side here it says, robust and complex, our porter is a bittersweet tribute to the legendary freighter's fallen crew taken too soon when the gales of November came early. So this is a tribute to the SS Edmund Fitzgerald, which was a Great Lakes freighter ship that unfortunately sank during a storm on November 10th of 1975 on Lake Superior. All 29 crew members were lost. And this is their tribute to that unfortunate tragedy. On the label, they have little Easter eggs that, pay honor or tribute to the crew, like the number 29. If you go to the website itself, it shows the label in detail. It's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, this is a great beer. I've had it plenty of times before and get the chance to review it. I'm pretty pumped up. Like I said, finding this beer, though, this is like one of Great Lakes' flagship beers. And finding this relatively fresh, like under a couple months old, is pretty hard. It is, honestly, for me in the Western New York area. So 6 weeks is pretty much the best that I've been able to do lately. So figured I'd give it a go. 6 weeks, we should be fine. They give, I believe, 6 months on this beer as far as freshness goes. So we should be fine. Anyway, there pours out this really deep, I would say this really deep, dark mahogany, ruby red, brown color. Has all 3 colors. It's not pitch black. On camera, it should come off. It's probably ruby red, but maybe black. We'll see. Has about a finger of a straight up tan colored head. Looks beautiful, very creamy looking, compact with a few bigger bubbles, but just looks so creamy. Anyway, let's get a nose on it. Yeah, it smells like just a well-made American porter. You have some roastiness from the malts. You have coffee notes, a little bit of like a baker's chocolate, like a cocoa powder on the nose. Underlying caramel and toffee vibes, a little bit of earthiness. Yeah, it just has, and with American porters, they don't have lactose, and I've mentioned this on so many reviews. When lactose is used, I get a little bit metallic astringency just on the nose, never translates into the taste. That's what I'm kind of getting in this. They do not use lactose. It's just American porter, but I'm getting a slight metallic nose too. Some people probably think that's off-putting, like almost, you had it in a can or something. But for me, when it comes to American porters, that metallic note for me just in the nose kind of represents just the style itself for me. Again, just me personally, might not be the same for you, but I just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, it just smells so good. It smells subdued. There's complexity, as they say, robust and complex for sure, but everything is very mild and subdued because it is a 6% American porter. This is not, 10%. They don't have a bunch of adjuncts, or it's not barrel aged, just nothing crazy. It's a 6% American porter. There's 5 or 6 different characteristics to the nose, and I'd imagine the taste can be very similar, but they're all subdued to make it easy to drink. You could put back a 6-pack of this. I want to get into it, so cheers everybody. Let's see what Great Lakes' Edmund Fitzgerald Porter has to offer. Yeah, this beer is like 55, 60 degrees. Been on my fridge for over an hour. It's as good as I remember it. Right up front, it's not as sweet as the nose would indicate. There's like a roasty, sweet character on the nose. Like you're getting the roasted malt, you're getting chocolate, but it's usually a bittering chocolate. But on the nose, like the caramel and the toffee, and just the malt character in general is quite sweet. But in the nose, it is so well balanced and just cohesive and well put together. For a 6% American porter, the body is straight up medium to lower side of medium body, which is perfect. The mouthfeel, while Definitely carbonated and spritzy and effervescent. There is a nice soft smoothness to it as well, especially on the back of the palate. It slides down incredibly easy. But yeah, the tasting notes kind of translate. Roasted malt, a little bit of coffee roast, baker's chocolate, powdered cocoa, caramel toffee. There's an underlying earthy component here, a little bit of a bittering aspect. Like there's a little bit of hop presence here that's more to the earthy, almost slightly floral side of things. It finishes semi-dry and moderately bitter because it's balancing off all those sweet malts. Even a touch of vanilla, kind of a nuanced vanilla character around the edges of the palate. Yeah, look, as far as an American Porter goes, this is one of the best. I say it's in my top 5. I would argue this is probably in my top 3. And there's a good reason why this is a flagship from Great Lakes and so many people love this beer, because it's a well put together, tasty beer. If I had to rate this to style, I'd give this, 4.75 to 5 out of 5. This is probably a 5 out of 5. This is, to the American Porter style, pretty much perfection. Can't pick out many flaws. For my own personal enjoyment, it gets a 4.25 out of 5, which is a really high rating for a base American Porter that just, this is a drinking beer, and I know that sounds so stupid nowadays, but this is a beer that you have a 6-pack of. It's relatively cheap. I think like a 6-pack of this is under 10 bucks. You can always have it in the fridge. It's not going to crush your palate. You can drink multiples of these. The flavors are so subdued, but still rich and complex and robust, as they say on the label, that it's just a well put together beer. If you've never had this beer and you like porters, you owe it to yourself to pick this one up. And for those of you who have had it before, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one, because I'm sure a lot of people out there that can get Great Lakes have had this one before. Like I said, I've had this numerous times. Last time was about, like I said, over a year ago. So I'm glad I got a chance to revisit it and review it for the channel because, like I said, American classic to me. Anyway, appreciate you guys stopping by for another review. Till the next one, cheers.